Welcome to day 2 of shape integration. My name is Mecca, as you all know. Today we are going to do the integration. We are going to integrate the shapes that we created, any shape that is in our design, into the fabric. So we're going to start with, I'm going to start with a square, right? Integrating the square. So you can start with whatever you want to start with. The most important thing is you decide your design and then draw it on the block of your choice. I'm using the front bodice block right now. So what I did was to transfer all my dots to the waistline. That here is the bust point. I have my bust point there. And then now you can either draw your shape or whatever it is you want to integrate on the foam, or you can draw it on the flat as I'm doing right now. Or you can join the dots and put it on a foam and draw whatever shape you want to draw it. But for those that are still new to pattern drafting, we're going to do it on the flat. So right now I'm drawing a square, and inside my square I want another square. So I'm going to draw another square within my square. I want to have two shapes, one on top of the other. Good. So after doing this, now that I've done this, I'm going to copy these shapes to another sheet of paper and develop my 3D of these two of these two rectangles. They're not square. Of these two rectangles, I'm going to develop my 3D elements separately. So I'm going to trace the bigger one out and develop my 3D, but I will make sure that I mark the small one within the big one, right? And then I will trace the inner one, and then I will develop my 3D rectangle. Okay, now we're going to start with the box integration, the shape integration. I'm going to join my shape. I'm going to copy it and place it here. Well, I'm going to assemble it. I'm going to assemble it and place it on the in the bigger box. That's why we had to mark it first. We also had to mark it on the bigger box, so that we'll know exactly where we're going to place it. So even if you had like 3 shapes that you wanted to assemble together, you'll have to put the 2 shapes here, and then you put the one that is going to be on top of this, you put it right here. Earlier I explained why I'm not using glue or putting a tab there, because I'm going to cut through all the points and I don't want it to be difficult. I'm going to cut through all the angles and I don't want it to be difficult to cut. And when assembling, you assemble, unlike Lego or any other thing that you assemble from the bottom up, here you assemble from the top to the bottom for easy assemblage. You'd go from the top to the bottom. Great. I'm going to use lots and lots of tape. At this point, you can actually use glue just to join the 2 shapes together. Once you're done assembling the top part, you'll have to remove the base because it needs to be hollow. If not, you will not be able to cut and open out. So I'm just going to use my X Factor knife right now and just cut in like that, and then do the rest with my scissors, just close to the joining point. You have to be really careful. Maybe just leave like 1/4 of an inch. For safety. Good. So now you do the same thing for the bigger rectangle on the block. So we're going to do the same thing now and hollow the back. Turn it all the way back. Great, so you see the back of this? Beautiful. Now we have fixed our two rectangles together. We're going to go ahead and see what it will look like on the form before we put our style lines to cut and open out. If you do not have a form, don't worry about it. You can just skip the next part and just move on to the creating of the style lines.